Looking at the figures, I thought, oh my...
That's the question I've got for you though. What is it with the police and you? I don't get it. Like, why don't it doesn't seem like, for me, from what I've seen, the police like you. Why don't the police like you?
No, so I say the average police officer shakes my hand and agrees, yeah?
Right. The establishment,
yeah, what I'm talking about is, if you go back to the Bradford riots, yeah? Watch the videos. This is when I done it and I thought, this is what it is. Watch the videos. You will. The videos are unbelievable. I think a lot of people forget how bad those riots were. You see people getting stabbed up. You see a whole city on fire. You see riots. You see police. You see all this. Now, what the police felt at the start, which they've openly told me as well, was that my ability to bring people together and walk through towns could provoke Bradford riots. Right. Not just in Bradford.
Just you being there.
Just us walking. Like, for example, basically, loads of Muslims come out and one of them smashed a police officer with a brick. The police arrested him. 200 Muslims went to the police station with an imam and said, release him now. Now, I've read all this on left-wing sites and I've read that they released him. And then I've gone and had for a meeting with the heads of Birmingham Police before a demo. I said, can I ask you something about this? And I went through the case. I said, and I've read he was released. And they went, yeah, he was. I went, what? What do you mean you released him? He smashed a cop with a brick. He goes, look, one man's arrest and one man's conviction, or the whole city burns. Right, okay. And it doesn't just burn here, it burns in Bradford, it burns in Oldham. So it's like, so you're giving in to mob rule, and since they burned the whole city and cost 20 or 30 million pounds of damage and all of the problems across the country, since that you've given concession after concession after concession after concession because you're terrified of what they're going to do. So because you're terrified of the reaction of me talking at Speaker's Corner and Martin Selner, because that reaction, if it goes wrong, say the wrong person gets stabbed or hurt or murdered, this country's going to go. And the country's been on a tinderbox for years. And they realise it. And they realise that one wrong thing at the wrong moment at the wrong time is going to go like that. So the police's option is, let's not get rid of the ISIS fighters, let's not detain the gangs, let's not stop the acid attacks, let's stop people talking about it, and let's play it all down. And if it's down to him being able to galvanise those people, let's get rid of him. Let's stop him at every avenue we can. And that's what they did. And when I sort of look at why they're doing it, that's not their job. If they want to, again, when I went to march into Tower Hamlets, they banned us and then we took it to the High Court. And within law, the police in this country have to uphold our democratic rights. They cannot stop them because of threats of violence from someone else. But that's what they did. The head of the Metropolitan Police Force stood in High Court and said, you can't walk into Tower Hamlets because we can't deal with the reaction. Yeah? Okay, well, that's not the problem here because that's one of our rights. If you can't deal with the reaction, you get the army out. And if you can't deal with the action now, when there's 5% of the country's Muslim, what's it going to be like? What are you going to be telling us we can't do in 10, 20 years? Right.